Today looking at a new gimbal from Hohem and how to shoot some cinematic iPhone footage. And what I really mean by cinematic is something you might see in a movie, something that might be in a film, a short film, a feature film, or any type of project you would shoot that is more narrative with an iPhone. And one of my favorite film style shots is Steadicam. Here you just walk in front or behind the talent, and it appears like the camera is floating along with them. These shots are done in countless movies and can really add great production value. Now, before we get to the next shot, let's talk a little bit about the actual gimbal. It's hard to overstate how small and I would say portable this gimbal is. I mean, it basically fits in your hand. You could very easily drop this whole rig into a coat pocket, obviously very easily into a backpack. And so it is extremely portable, but still very durable and really performs well above its weight class. But even though it is small, it folds right out and turns into a more traditional feeling gimbal. And it'll even hold a max size phone with the case on. Dolly shots are one of the most common shots you'll see in a film. Very cinematic shots, and you can emulate them using a gimbal. Now here in these examples, it could be a dolly shot or kind of a quasi Steadicam shot, but usually with Steadicam, I'm moving with the subject. Here, the subject is static, and so I'm dollying in or dollying out from the subject. But a dolly shot, anything moving in or out, can add a ton of production value to your scene. Now you might be looking at this and wondering about a tripod. It has little inserts here on the side, and you just pull it out and the legs come out and forms a small little tripod. You could easily use this in a shooting situation or for setup. Or the nice thing is, see if I can get a shot here. Right there is a 1/4-20 in the bottom as well. So you can put this on a traditional tripod or use the built-in one. So the built-in one just makes it an extremely portable setup. Additionally, this gimbal, you can fold the legs down and it has an extension rod. So you can pull up here, and now I probably went out of my shot there. Yeah, I did. But you could do like a selfie stick setup. You can easily shoot low angle. Now shooting low angle quasi Steadicam shots is a really cool way to go. And it makes it really easy using the extension rod. That way you can just walk in front of the talent or behind the talent and get incredibly cool foot shots of someone walking. You'll see these kind of shots in movies and TV all the time. Or you can also easily shoot high angle. Jib shots can be very cinematic, and basically a jib shot is like a crane shot, but here I'm using the gimbal instead. And so all you got to do is extend the rod and then tilt the gimbal up and down. Now you could also put the gimbal on a monopod, but here I'm keeping it really simple. I'm just standing up higher than the talent and moving my arms up and down. Jib shots add a lot of production value, and here it could be for a movie, or really it could be a product shot in a YouTube video or whatever you want to do. For such a small compact gimbal, this is really feature rich and is a surprisingly versatile setup for being more or less what I would consider a portable gimbal, but it has features that make it feel much more substantial. It also has this attachment here, which is the AI tracker, but in addition, it's a light. So you can use that in different scenarios. You can do warm, you can do cold, or you can do neutral. That's what I got it set on. And so it's like a fill light or a vlogging light, or if you're doing an interview with someone in a more journalistic fashion, you could turn that on to help fill their face in, especially if you're in a dark environment or in an event. But it's pretty nice to have, again, all this built in with this kit. Now reveal shots is where I'm going side to side, almost like I'm on a slider dolly. And all you do is reveal the subject. You're coming from behind a tree or a wall or what have you. And these are very easy and very cinematic shots. could put it on a tripod and use an actual slider dolly or like a Dana dolly, or you can just do it by hand and maybe if you need to, stabilize it in post-production. And it's really easy to do with a gimbal. Now on the side here, you've got two buttons. Let me spin this around. You've got two buttons on either side right here where you just press that and it releases this component, this module. And this contains the light and the AI tracker. And then on the side here is an on-off switch. And I've got it on off right now, but you would turn that on to activate the AI tracker. And the nice thing is you can put it towards you. You can mount it towards the front camera or the back camera. Now I've got the AI tracker on, it's red, and you can do several things very similar to other brands, but you can initially, if I want to go into portrait mode, I can do thumbs up. Now it's in portrait mode. And now if I want it to track me, I just simply do the OK sign, and now it's tracking. The light turns green, and I'm moving back and forth here behind the camera. You can go down and lean forward with you and go back. And when you're done, you just put your hand up and stop. And one other thing that makes this gimbal really versatile and unique is this control panel here is removable and turns into a remote. I'd only seen this on one other gimbal before. And so now I can control the gimbal. I'm doing it right here from the remote without actually having the gimbal in my hand. You can pretty much control everything the gimbal does right here in the remote. And maybe even more interesting is the remote control can also act as a wireless video monitor. So that means you can be a solo shooter filming yourself with the rear camera and AI tracker and still see what you're shooting. It can definitely help you get some really creative solo shots. And again, the really cool thing about this gimbal is I really feel like it punches above its weight. Now don't get me wrong, it's not a big, what I call a hybrid gimbal. It's still a very portable gimbal, so you could use it for travel or TikTok videos or whatever, but you could also use it in more narrative filmmaking scenarios, depending on the project. But I really like the portability and the ability to take it with you pretty much anywhere. If you're interested in the new Hohem gimbal, I've got links in the description. Thanks for watching. This is Blake Calhoun. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.